Mic check, 1, 2.
No need to look any further, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation for all your latest sport reports across the nation. So don't change your channel, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation. So don't change your channel, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation for all your latest sport reports across the nation. No need to look any further, you chose the right station.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Cowboy Nation.
Hey, your boy up in this thing. How y'all doing out there this evening? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure I got everything going. Can you dig that? You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing, man? That's what's up. That's what's up. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? All right, cool. We ready to roll. All right, so welcome to a new episode of the Mr. Cowboy Nation Show. I am your host, Mr. Cowboy Nation. If you could do me a favor, if you're watching this, if you can hit the like button and share to your favorite sports group, that'll be a-okay with your boy. Can you dig it? So, we got a couple platforms you can like, subscribe. You want to keep up with the show. The YouTube page is Mr. Cowboy Nation. The Facebook page is Jerome, Mr. Cowboy Nation McNeary. Also, we have the Let's Talk Football, Mr. Cowboy Nation page, which is growing like crazy. Y'all really following that page? I dig it. You know, it is what it is. I would rather y'all follow them, but you know, cool. Well, y'all want to follow is cool, man. IG page _ Mr. Cowboy Nation _ and TikTok, Jerome Mr. Cowboy Nation McNeil. Right? Can you dig it? All right, so I ain't gonna be in here too long, man. I ain't gonna be in here too long. So this Christian Parker, how I'm very excited about it. You know what I'm saying? Lee, what it do, man? What it do, Lee? I'm very excited about the Christian Parker hire for a couple of reasons. One, the 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 first reason I like it is because I know it hurt the Eagles, right? And y'all know I love any chance I get to screw the Eagles. It's a great day. Can you dig it? It's a great day when you can screw the Eagles, man. So I'm with it. Just for that in itself, you're making a division rival weaker. But everyone who has worked with them, you know, they have nothing but good to say about him. Like, and he reminds me a lot of Shada. He fits, right? So he fits. Where Eberflus didn't fit. Like, Shada has a culture, he has a certain vision that he's trying to build with this team. And Eberflus didn't fit in the show, but Christian, he fits, right? So I'm gonna get into a couple of talking points, I guess, or a couple of things that he said that I kind of want to dive into. I'm happy I got a couple of y'all in here, so y'all can hear me dive into it too, right? So the first clip I got is what kind of defense will we run? I know a lot of us are wondering with him being under Fangio, is this gonna be just another Fangio clone or whatnot? So, right. But I'm gonna let him answer because here we go. Check this
Christian,
out.
Nick Harris, Forward Star Telegram, congratulations.
Obviously, your experience is pretty deep. Brian had mentioned Vic Fangio, but also Vance Joseph, even Mike Elko. How do you see those guys playing into you building this scheme and call sheet for the first time in your career? And then where do you see your little nuances coming into play as well?
Yeah, a lot of them have a lot of similarities but differences. I think foundationally, Vic, Vance, Mike Pettin, Coach Elko, Gerald Evero all came out of a 3-4 structure. I think that once you get past that, from the fronts you build and the coverages you do and the personality on third down, red zone, you definitely have a mentality as a play caller, but I think that it's still going to be designed around the players that you have. So there's different nuances that I've taken from each one of them. And even people outside of that, as I've had extensive studies and you build relationships outside of the circle you've been in that you want to incorporate with what you want to do.
And then are you more of a guy that falls under the line of thinking of building a scheme around the players or acquiring players to fit the scheme?
I think you build it around the players. Of course, you want to have your core principles and foundational beliefs, but as you kind of move forward in the process, what do your guys do well? How can you put good players in highlighted positions? How can you create one-on-ones for certain guys? How you can protect certain guys? If we can win on blitzes on a running back, then we're going to blitz a lot. If we got good man-to-man corners, we're going to play man. If we have guys that are better with zone vision, we're going to play more zone. So, you want to build a package that has diversity and scheme, and then you want to, tailor it to the players that you have. And, of course, there are schematic fits, but I think the really good players are the ones that you can't peg them in a certain scheme, and that's the only way they can play football. You want to have guys that no matter what scheme they're in, they can be significant contributors, and then you want to just highlight it around their strengths.
Yeah, so man, like a couple of things, I really should have broke that one down into 3-7 because a couple of things kind of stood out in that one. Joe, what it do, man? So a couple of things stood out in that one. First thing I want to say is those of us who like just love the game of football, right? The football heads, the cats that's watching training camp, that study film, like the football nerds, kind of sort of. We love this. Like to hear, when is the last time we heard a coach talking about playing good football, right? So Christian Parker is giving answers, and I'm excited because he's talking about playing good football. It's not these vague answers. Well, yeah, I was an analytic genius. And when Shotty had his opening press conference, he talked about playing good football on offense. And that's what we saw last year. So now you see your Christian Parker, he's talking about playing good football, right? And like I said, we're going to get into some other things, but it's just refreshing to have a coach that opens his mouth and you can tell he knows what he's talking about. You understand? Like, we hadn't had that in a minute. So with that being said, the 3-4, I think it sounds like 3-4 base. We kind of felt like that's the way it was going. What you mean, Neville? Here you go, girl. Joe, what it do, man? Appreciate you for coming through, Joe. Lee, what it do, man? I think it's gonna be a 3-4 base, right? So the thing about a 3-4 in itself is it's kind of hard to read with the 3 down linemen. So you have 3 down linemen. Normally they'll be the heavier guys, maybe 3 D tackles, which we are deep at 3 tackle. We can go about 4 or 5 deep at D tackle right now. So that's where all the money is. So it makes sense to go to a 3-4. Izaraku is tailor-made to be outside linebacker in the 3-4. It makes sense, right? But the thing about it is, he gonna talk about. I'm gonna play another clip. And he's talking about affecting the quarterback, which is, you know what I'm saying. But 3-4 is harder to read with the 3 down linemen and the 4 linebackers because you blitzing almost every down, but it's just hard to tell where it's coming from, right? So from a schematic standpoint, it's hard to read. It won't be into this. We just walking up to the line. Oh, they're in cover 2, and guys wide open. So I think that 3-4 is going to eliminate a lot of that in itself, right? So there was one thing I was really cool with, and another thing that was refreshing was him saying he wanted to coach around the players and not just, hey, I'm running zone, figure it out. And then you got guys on the field confused, guys are wide open down the field because nobody knows where they need to be because the coach is trying to force something on people that they're not good at, right? It's just a clown show on defense last year. Oh, no, we ain't. So you agreeing with me? I appreciate that. Yeah. Now we ain't. So, and I'm gonna be honest, I got a confession, y'all. Y'all know we ain't won under 30 years. I know we ain't won under 30 years. I could probably count on one hand and won't need all of my fingers how many of these coaches that we went through in these 30 years. I could probably count on one hand how many opening press conferences I actually watched and I wanted to hear what they had to say. I can probably count on one hand, and I would probably have 2 or 3 fingers left over. Right. So, because it's just been the same mess, right? These bubblegum coaches, you just worried about a name. You're not really trying to build a football team, right? But when he hired Shotty, I was like, well, Shotty got the pedigree. He's been around football his life. So if nothing else, he knows football, right? So let me hear what Shotty has to say. So, and I tuned in, and once I heard Shotty actually talk about football, actually saying how he wants to marry the run with the pass, play action off of that. We got to run the ball. We got to win enough front. Those are things you want to hear your head coach say because those are things that win games in the playoffs, right? So to hear Shotty talk like that was like, oh, man, this may be a good hire, right? So and now we hear our defensive coordinator talk like that, which is, oh, my God. I'm so excited. So, I see that we a young coaching staff with the growth mindset, which means we're about to see something we ain't seen since championship years. There you go. Now, Carol, you got to calm down because when we talk about how it looked, how it's starting to look similar to the 90s, now we delusional. We putting them in the Super Bowl. No, we saw what a dynasty looks like. I saw my team win 3 out of 4. I saw what that team looked like. I saw what a team that competes year in and year out looks like. We saw it again with Kansas City, right? So it's starting to look that way in Dallas. If the way that they're building this team through coaching and they're focused on developing players, having coaches with the same mindset, everybody aligned on the same page, it lines up to championship football, right? So, and I'm just saying, I'm excited. Eberflus is gone. I'm, all right. So let me get to another clip. And Philly, y'all, oh my God, Philly, I'm gonna have a ball. If we mess around and win 6 with the guy we stole from y'all, and it's in dominating oh my God, Philly, I ain't gonna get through with y'all, boy. All right, so another question. The current corners in his scheme. So we all know Christian Parker is known for developing corners, right? So that's his thing. We saw what he did with Surtain. We saw what he did with Quinyon Mitchell. We saw what he did with Cooper DeJean, right? We saw this 3 All-Pros. You know what I'm saying? So we know that he can develop corners. We know corner is his strong suit. Me personally, I was high on Siobhan Rebel. I'm still high on Siobhan Rebel, right? I don't even hold this year against Siobhan Rebel. I feel like the scheme was so bad that it made everybody look terrible. I think Deron Bland can still play, right? So I think Leo Falcon still play. So I think we got some guys that can still play, man. So let me go and get into this next video clip, and let's get into what he said about the current players on the staff. I mean, on the roster.
Cowboys.com. Hey, Christian. Just overall, in your past, you've had a strong track record with corners and developing them. What do you make of some of the guys that you've got now here in Dallas, like a Savon Rebel or a Deron Bland? And what do you see their next steps being under your vision?
Yeah, I mean, they have different strengths. Definitely evaluated Rebel last year in the draft process. Had one of his teammates at Denver, Jaquan McMillan from ECU, so kind of had a little bit of intel there. But, you know, his ability to erase receivers in press coverage, he's very aggressive in run support, and he has the long speed and athletic traits that you want at the position. Obviously, coming off the injury, you know, getting him healthy is a significant part of that, and him having the confidence to do so. And then Bland, just, you know, he's instinctive and he takes the ball away at a high rate. You saw that from Sac State to Fresno to now here. So very excited to work with those guys.
Now that you're the coordinator, not as much time to spend with the defensive backs, how do you plan to manage your time so that you can still, you know, keep developing defensive backs like you have in the past and also manage all the units on your defense?
Yeah, well, I think it starts with the coaches that we hired. You know, have a lot of confidence in Derek Ansley, Ryan Smith, and Rob Muschamp in the secondary to drive the bus when it comes to that and the development. Obviously, my eyes are naturally going to start there when it comes to it, and I'm going to have to, like, fight the magnetic force during individual periods that's going to draw me to the DBs and go somewhere else. But have a lot of confidence in those guys to teach and develop those players, and we're excited about that.
All right. So the way he talked about Siobhan Rebel and how he makes receivers disappear, press man coverage. Wasn't we screaming out last year, man, why we running so much zone and with all these press man corners? Even Fools, what the hell are you doing? Why are we running the zone with all these press man corners? Right. So what I liked about that is he identified immediately another sign of good coaching. He identified immediately what said player does well. Great press coverage, got the speed, the size, the athletic traits, right? Stronger run support, right? He immediately identified, okay, so I need to, these are the things I want to ask. He's actually talking about coaching. Right? And oh my God, like I was so, yes, I can't wait. Philly, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much, right? And like I said, I believe Bland can still play. Right, I think Bland needs to get healthy, but I think Bland can still play. So if Bland, I'm just saying, man. And then Kalen Carson, the seatbelt. Can you dig it? So I don't think this cupboard is bare as people think. I don't think we need to go out and get 12 whole new players. I think safety will be fine, right? It's some linebackers in here you can't pass on. I don't think we just absolutely positively need a linebacker, but it's just some guys you can't pass on. Can't pass on the Sonny Styles. I like Rodriguez out of Texas Tech, right? So I wouldn't be mad if we grab those guys, any one of those guys. Let me get these comment section. Brian Smith, what it do, man? Thank you. Has a plan for everything. I like the fresh confidence. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. So I ain't the only one excited. That's what I'm talking about. It's like a breath of fresh air, right? It's not all these vague answers. And about 5 minutes into you like, this dude don't know what the hell he talking. I'm wasting my time. we finna suck again. So what she mean is she see a coaching staff who's making decisions I'm not reflecting on the championship years. Shawty has a chance to make decisions about this team and his coaching staff. Woo! So are you saying, Carol, that it looks like Jerry Jones is kind of backing up a little bit and letting people actually do their job? Is that what you are implying? Right? Right? Did you simple yes or no? Well, if you want to elaborate, please elaborate. But that's what I'm asking you, Carl. Are you saying Jerry is bagging up? You know what I'm saying? and letting the guys actually do their job. What you say, Joe? Eagles won't win another Super Bowl until 29. And freeze, Joe. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Feeling in trouble too. That butthole Sirianni is running. Nobody want to work with him. You understand? AJ Brown trying to get out of there. Vic ready to go. They said Vic Fangio was finna retire. This is another reason why I love the Christian Parker hire. Vic Fangio was finna retire. They begged him to stay one more year, but Vic Fangio wanted to turn it over to Christian Parker, which again lets you know the type of coach that we stole from Philly, right? So Vic Fangio was ready to retire and just hand it over to Christian Parker, but we stole Christian Parker. You got a little Jerry, man. You got a little Jerry. So if not Fangio was there, his right-hand man is gone. He really don't want to be there, man. Phil, I hope y'all suck next year. I can't wait, boy. What's that? No more grits talk. Appreciate it. No more grits. They actually know what the hell they talking about. They got a vision and they know what they want to do. Like, that's all I want. Give us a fighting chance, bro. You see what I'm saying? Just give us a fighting chance. That is exactly what the hell I'm saying. It's been a long time and I've been waiting. Yeah, we all had. We thought Jerry gonna have to, But I'm glad he finally got it because I really didn't want no Jerry to die, but just like he wouldn't get it. Huh? He wouldn't get it, man. So, but I'm glad that he's getting it, and and he gonna be allowed to see it. I hope he be allowed to see it, man. I really do. Boy, you gonna better tell him nothing. He gonna better tell us now. We are gonna be unbearable if this works out. By the way, y'all think we bad now. All right, so where we at? What does he think about what's currently on the roster? That's something else I wanted. Because I was curious. Was he going to just run out and just scrap everything, right? Of course, you're not going to get rid of the D tackles, the Quentin Williams, Osa, Kenny Clark. They probably going to have to do something with Kenny Clark contract. I think he'd be willing to do it, right? But clearly, you're not going to touch that. Like, that's a strength that you would love to inherit. Being able to, especially, from a D coordinator standpoint, I can affect the pocket in the middle with all these D tackles. So that's a, schematically, that's a dream for you, right? So I wouldn't expect him to touch that. But what does he think about the other guys outside of the D line? So let's go to this.
And obviously, it wasn't a good year for the Cowboys defensively last year and what they did, but your thoughts on what is in-house here and how you can improve the guys that are already here as opposed to waiting for what happens in the draft?
Yeah, I mean, the game is definitely won and lost up front. We have significant players in the front seven. And so I think that when you start with that defensive line room and what you're able to do in controlling the pocket, stopping the run, you control what an offense is able to do, and you're able to dictate to them on their terms. So you're not playing the whole playbook when you win first and second down. So I think it starts there. That's where the excitement starts. And there's several other pieces that have been proven playmakers. And we look forward to kind of bringing it all together in the next couple months.
Right. So there's guys on the defense that's been proven playmakers, right? So, like I said, I think Bland can play. You heard what he said about Bland earlier. I don't know. I just think we have the pieces to not be ranked 32nd, and that's all we really asking for, right? Just don't be dead last. Can you be better than somebody on defense, right? Can we not give up 31 points a game? That's all we asking, bro. You know what I'm saying? So the bar's not set very high, but I feel like he's coming into this with some pieces. The defense shouldn't be ranked 32nd, right? There's no way this defense is going to be ranked 32nd, and I'm talking about with injuries, right? There's no way this defense is gonna be ranked 32nd. So I don't know, man. I just like I said, I really like our chances. I really like our chances. I really like Philly. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much, Philly. But I think that division though is gonna be pretty tough for Harbaugh coming in. I wasn't too thrilled about Harbaugh coming to the Giants though. I wasn't. I think Harbaugh's gonna be a thorn in our side. This division is gonna get tough again. So I'm all for it, man. Let's get it. So free agency is upon us. I want to talk about some of the Cowboys impending free agents. I'm happy you said that, Lee. I'm about to get into the Cowboys free agent right now. Just hold what you got. And Brandon Aubrey name is on the list. Can you dig it? So, first name I got on here is Jalen Tolbert. I got Jalen. So I honestly believe that Jalen Tolbert is gonna get paid. He's gonna get paid. Somebody gonna pay him. I just don't think it'll be in Dallas. You know, I think he's gonna go somewhere and get paid though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think they too deep. He had the opportunity. They basically gave him the third receiver role. He let Lenore take it from him. Right. So you want the fourth receiver role? You think we're finna pay to be the fourth receiver? We got Trayshawn Holden coming up. Trayshawn Holden is probably gonna challenge Lenore for 3. You see what I'm saying? So we good, Jalen. Yeah, we gonna we good. Then I'm pretty sure they're gonna grab something nice in this draft. So I think they can let Jalen Tolbert go, man, be just fine. I do. So I don't see Jalen Tolbert coming back. Nah, this man said Aubrey killing me. What you mean Aubrey killing you, man? They're gonna put a tender on Aubrey. Since y'all talking about Brandon Aubrey, let's get into it. Whatever, they're gonna put a tender on Aubrey, man. And like if somebody do sign him, I can't. Y'all can make me AI this because I thought I put it on my page. Let me AI it right quick. What kind of tender did the Cowboys put on Brandon Aubrey? But I think it was a high one though. You got to give up a couple of picks. A second round restricted free agent tender. Yep. So if you sign Brandon Aubrey, you're gonna owe us a second round pick. You know what I'm saying? So they're not gonna sign Brandon Aubrey and have to give us a second round pick. They're not gonna do that, bro. So I think we'll be all right. As I said, we'll have the money. So, and that's the thing. 10 mil, bro, must be out his mind. He got Cam. Look. I understand it's a kicker. I do. I understand this kicker. But when it's a kicker, that's bound to make us. He's going to make a 70-yard field goal. Like barring something drastic or tragic happening, right? Brandon Aubrey is going to make a 70-yard field goal before he's done. Right? We've seen 65-yarders. Oh, they've been good from about 72, 73, right? He's going to make a 70-yard field goal, right? So when you got that type of weapon, he's automatic. Like he's the best kicker in this league. Now, I think it's some young bulls coming, like the Cam Little boy. Some guys coming. But Brandon Aubrey is one of the best kickers. You talking about a 70-yard, good from 60 plus? Like, dude, come on now. Like that ain't cheap. That's all I'm saying. That ain't cheap. And it's a lot of teams in this league that can't say that my kicker good from 60. Right? So that ain't cheap, bro. That ain't. Nico, what it do, man? What it do? Kels, hey, what's up, baby guy? How you doing, Kels? All right, so Donovan Wilson is the next name I got on this list, bro. Oh, yeah. I like Donovan. I don't have to have Donovan back. If they brought Donovan back, if Christian Parker looked at Donovan Wilson on film and said, hey, I want him back, I'll be cool with it. So I guess I'm gonna leave that one up, but I don't know, because Donovan Wilson, he still can hit you, but he can't cover. He can't cover. He can't cover. He's so I'm just saying at this point he's damn near a linebacker, but I don't know. He may have use for him. I don't have to have Donovan Wilson back. I think the safety, but I think we need 2 new safeties. Now I think that is a glaring need. I think if we don't do nothing else, we need to get at least 1 safety. I 100% feel like that. I think both the safeties need to go. We need to get younger and faster at safety. That's what I believe. So I guess I'm saying no to Donovan. Yeah. So I'm good, man. I'm good. I think we need to get younger and faster on safety. The next one I got is Jadeveon Clowney. Now, if Jadeveon Clowney is not trying to break the bank, and he's not trying to go crazy on the contract, or I for the right price. For the right price. Let me ask y'all this: y'all think $10 million too much for Jadeveon Clowney? If you the Cowboys, are you paying Jadeveon Clowney $10 million, $11 million? Highs we say is 12. Yeah, y'all paying Jadeveon Clowney $12 million a year to come back. I think I'd give it to him. Because I really think he really got going toward the end of the season. If he come in with a full training camp, I think Clowney could get you about 8 to 10 sacks, right? So yeah, I give him 10, $12 million. I bring Clowney on back. So the next one on my list is Sam Williams. Yeah, I'm good on Sam, man. Sam has done a lot of talking. He has got us hyped up, and so expectations up here. Just man, this the year Sam gonna break out, and Sam just continues to not show up. Right? Continues. Sam is a Sam. He says that's continued to not show. Now he made a couple plays down the stretch, but dude. Well, with your measurable, you a 4'3" guy that big. It's like Sam Williams supposed to be a game record, man. Like that was my expectations for Sam Williams. That big, that fast coming out of Ole Miss. I thought I said we got another Michael Parsons, right? Even looked like Michael Parsons a little bit. Like so we should have Twin Terrors coming off the edge. But he just never quite panned out, and then the dumb penalties didn't help. But he's excellent on special teams. I give you that. He's excellent on special teams. He's an excellent special teams guy up front. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if I want to, we'll see what the market says. If he come back for cheap, then sure, Sure. But then that brings me to Brandon Aubrey. If Brandon Aubrey wants $10 million, damn it, give him $10 million. Look, bro, look. So a 60-yard kicker, they say he damn near automatic from 60 plus. That don't come cheap, man. That don't come cheap. Like you got to pay for that. That is Super Bowl caliber. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna win anything, you gonna need a kicker, bro. And you talking about one of the best guys in this league? Come on, man. You get into the 50, you good. So you can pretty much ensure that you will score on damn near every time you touch the ball, right? It's a reason we was number one in points scored, right? It's a reason for that because we were scoring damn near every time we touched it because we had a kicker that was good from 60. You know what I'm saying? So like he's a big part of that, man. So and speaking of big parts of the offense, the Javonte Williams deal, right? A lot of people are not going to like my take on the running back situation in Dallas that I'm about to give, but it is what it is, right? So I love the Javonte Williams deal. I love the physicality that he brought running the ball and also in blitz pickup, right? Dak said it, Shotty said it. He's the key to the offense. When you're coming down here like that, you running physical like that, the defense has to respect it. It don't care who the running back is. If we coming straight down here, hitting you in the mouth, you can't let us do that to you all game long. You don't have to address that, right? So, and I think that was one of the main reasons Dak had the season he had. Like when Dak has a strong running game, he's very difficult to deal with, especially when he's running using his legs as well, right? So, and I think this scheme fits him like it fits him well, very well. So you need a strong run game. Javonte worked in the offense. Like, and I've said in numerous occasions, I don't have to change nothing in the offense but the right tackle. That's it. You gonna change the right tackle? Be my guest. Other than that, everything else can stay just like it was. I mean, it's 30 points a game. Who's turning down 30 points a game? Like, well, yeah, keep it just like that. We're gonna get Pickens signed. Oh, the franchise tag on Pickens. So I've been getting a lot of questions about that. I'm gonna get back to Javonte. Right there. Yeah, so I'm gonna get back to Javonte. So the franchise tag on Pickens. Look, so let me explain this to y'all. I've been getting a lot of calls and a lot of texts and whatnot. So Pickens was making $3 million. Y'all got it? $3 million. 3. Yes, he had a hell of a year. Yes, he can probably go on the market and get $40 million. He probably could command $40 million a year with the year he had. He could have. He probably could. But I'm asking you this. What team that's going to have the cap room to pay him $40 million a year is going to have a quarterback that's going to be worth anything that's going to give him the ball? Yeah, answer me that. So if he go, I'm willing to bet you. If he goes somewhere and get $40 million a year, the quarterback gonna be trash. Here he go. Oh, Niners boy, y'all falling apart. Hey, y'all about to cut on Trent, ain't it? Nico, y'all about to cut on Trent. But yeah. So the thing, and with the running back situation, let me get to this. Pickens. So he was making $3 million a year. The franchise tag is gonna pay him $28 million, fully guaranteed. Why are we concerned that George Pickens is gonna get mad and crash out when he got a $25 million raise? Who gets mad at a $25 million raise? Who don't want to come to work because your job is offering you a $25 million raise? Who does that? Who does that? In this worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is I get a $25 million raise. No matter what happens. I get $28 million fully guaranteed. Nobody can do about it. Right? Who gets mad at that? Who is mad at that? Right? So I'm sorry. I don't get it. I don't see it. For the whiners, Joe. When you listen to the media, you say things like George Pickens has been nice. George Pickens has been well behaved in Dallas. It's the media. Yeah, that's all it is. Preach, girl. So, y'all remember when we first signed George Pickens from the Steelers? I was calling him a crash out, so I'm guilty of this too. Yeah, I was calling him a crash out. So when we first signed him, what was the take? What was everybody saying? Oh man, he about to go to Dallas and crash out. He gonna destroy that locker room. Boom, 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 boom. Pow, pow. This, that, and the third. He gonna tear that team down. And I've always said he didn't have a quarterback in Pittsburgh. He didn't have a quarterback in Pittsburgh because it was clear he was ready to be the guy talent wise in Pittsburgh. Just wasn't getting opportunities. Right? Yeah, Mason Rudolph throwing you the ball. Like what's going like really? So yeah, he didn't have a quarterback, man. So and it's frustrating, especially. Can you imagine how frustrating it is to run routes and beat guys all game and the quarterback not see you? Some stuff he should have saw pre-snap, right? You beat a guy, you should be going for a touchdown. He throw a pick or he throws a check down or he tries to throw the ball to you and it goes in the hot dog. Do you understand how frustrating it is? Right? And this your money we talking about. Like your money, you are literally losing money because you're not producing, because this guy can't get you the ball, and you wouldn't be pissed at that. Now you wouldn't be upset. Come on, bro. Come on now. Here's a Panda Branded RB has reported decline of $7.5 million offer. It would have made him the highest paid kicker in the NFL. His agent, Todd France, goddamn Todd France, is seeking $10 million per season. The front office can put a first or second round tender on him. Y'all, I just Googled it. Google said they're gonna put the second round tender on him. I'll put that tender on him and let his ass sit on the market. That's what I do. This 7.5 gonna be waiting on you. Yeah, that's that, Cam. That's how I do it, Cam. Look, I got this second round tender on you. I got an offer to make you the highest paid kicker on the table. You can take that, or you can go on the free agent market and see if somebody give you that $10 million and give me a second round pick. Ain't nobody gonna give up second round pick for a kicker. They not. So I mean, he really ain't got no leverage. He really ain't got no leverage. He's gonna hold out. Okay. You're gonna lose money? I'll make you the highest paid kicker. You gonna come on, dude. Yeah, I put that $10 on him and leave that $7.5 million in front of him. They'll be waiting on you when you get ready. But nah, though, I don't see Pickens, and I think the franchise tag is just a placeholder too, right? So it's business. At the end of the day, this is business, right? So I'm gonna put this franchise tag on George Pickens. I'm gonna keep him in place. I'm gonna keep all this talk about where he's landing. That's over with because he's under the franchise tag. Now, you want to compensate me for signing him? All right ahead, right? So, but the trading him for a second round pick, I think is preposterous. Like, why would you do that? There's no need to do that, right? There's no need to do that. Why trade him for a second round pick? Like, you're not about to trade him in a second round pick for Max Crosby. The Raiders not going for that. The Raiders gonna want both of them number ones and George Pickens for Max Crosby. And who finna do that? Who finna do that? That deal is not gonna work. You understand? So, nah, bro, just relax. This don't even make sense, right? This don't make sense. So I don't see that happening. Pickens will be in Dallas. This franchise tag is just a placeholder. All the Cowboys did was buy themselves time to July 15th to work out a long-term deal. That's all the franchise tag did. Now we have to July 15th to sign you. If you don't work something out by July 15th, then we pay you $28 million fully guaranteed. That's all the franchise tag is. So they just bought themselves time. They'll be fine. I think they get the deal worked out because the money is not the issue. They will have the money to pay him what he wants. Right. So, and we've been saying all along $30 million to probably get this done. Reports came out that they're seeking somewhere around $30 million. The Cowboys can give them $30 million. Now they're gonna have to do some moving around and adjusting, but we all anticipated this so they could keep Pickens, right? And you heard Jerry said, if we don't trade Michael Parsons, we can't even entertain the thought of keeping George Pickens. But they traded Michael Parsons. So now they can entertain the thought of keeping George Pickens, right? So it's all a grand, it's a grand plan, it's a grand scheme. I think we're gonna be fine. Just relax. Don't listen to the idiots on ESPN that don't know what the hell they talking about. All right, so the running back situation. So, and I love me some Jeremiah Love and Notre Dame. Think he's a special back. I do. I think he's a generational back. But we don't need a running back, man, at all. We don't need a running back 1. We don't need a running back 2. We don't need a running back 3. We don't need a running back nothing. You understand? With Javonte Williams being signed to this 3-year deal, and y'all still got Jaden Blue and Big Phil Maffa that was redshirted last year. They look good in the Giants game. They look like they're ready to play in the Giants game. They're finna come back in with a whole offseason, right? So I'm good at backs. Well, the running back situation is dead, just like the receiver situation is dead. Anything on offense is dead. We're not worried about nothing on offense. Now, if you want to replace the right tackle, go right ahead. But I feel like there are no holes on offense. We don't need to do anything with the offense. We need to fix the defense. Zamulagilla doesn't let his clients play on the franchise tag. I mean, I got you. But I don't know, man. I don't see this. I don't see Pickett's not getting signed. I don't. This is a no-brainer. Right. So, and they signed hurry up and signed Javonte, which gave me hope. Like, he clearly works in the offense. Let's keep the offense together, right? Let's get the key pieces straightened out. So we got one of the key pieces, which is Javonte. Now it's time to get the other key piece, which is Pickett, right? So that's where I'm at, man. That's how I feel about it. And that's all I got, man. I appreciate y'all. Oh, we got one more thing, man. We got one more thing. All right, so Rondale Moore situation, bro. Rondale Moore reportedly took his life. Rondale Moore is 25 years old. Right. Mental health is real, man. Right. And I made a post the other day saying that I think I need a therapist. I think men in general, right? I think we need to pay more attention to our mental health. I think we need to put more effort into our mental health. I do, man, because we have a lot. We carry a lot. We're responsible for a lot. We carry a lot of pressure on a regular basis, bro. We do. And and it has to be addressed, right? It has to be addressed. Like as men, we were taught to be strong, hold your emotions in, man up. And that's true. For the most part, it's true. You can't be a crybaby, right? Can't be a crybaby. You got to be tough to a certain extent, right? But it's okay to not be okay, too. And sometimes we're not okay, bro. Like when I made that post, I was not okay. You know what I'm saying? I needed therapy. So, and it's okay to not be okay, man. It is. It's okay to not be okay. And those of us who got people in our life that we feel like are strong and they can handle it, those are the ones that really need to be checked on. Because I'm willing to bet all the tequila in Mexico that Rondale Moore was probably one of the strongest individuals in the circle. He probably had a lot of people counting on him. He probably was taking care of a lot, was responsible for a lot, and he probably worded very well. He's probably real strong, or a strong guy, right? But it takes that one day or you not being okay, man. Right? And this happens. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just if you got somebody in your life, like I say this all the time, especially around the holidays, man. If you got somebody in your life you got to beef with, bro, it ain't worth it. It's not. Because you get this call here when you feel like you had time, especially if somebody's 25 years old. You feel like you got time. And this happened, like it's that's the type of hurt you don't want, man. You know what I'm saying? So, well, whatever you got going on, it ain't whatever beef or difference you got, man. It ain't worth it. Set it aside, try to work it out, man. And our mental health is important, and I feel like we need to do I ain't gonna say a better job. We need to do a job. It's any type of effort because I know for me personally, like looking back, it was no type of effort. I'm recently just starting to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna put my age out there, but I've been around for a minute, So I'm just recently starting to talk about it, right? So that can't be healthy. It can't be, right? So just man, our mental health is important, and I feel like we need to do something about it. I'm probably gonna start therapy though. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna do it. Probably gonna be online or something. So I'll be sharing my experiences and thoughts on that because I feel like there's something that needs to be brought awareness to. Can you dig it? So I want to thank everybody that came through and kicked it with your boy Rick James. Can you dig it? Brian, what'd you say? I think I would end up. I think it'll end up nasty again with the. I don't think so. I hope so. Don't say that, Brian. We don't need that. We need this thing to go smooth. We need this thing to go smooth. We need positive energy around this contract negotiation, bro. It's gonna go smooth, man. We can offer him what he want. We're just gonna offer him what he want. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be that on that, right? That's what we need to happen. All right. So I want to thank everybody, man, that came through and kicked it with me. That commented, that shared, and liked. Hey, Kel. You crazy? Oh, you already know, Kel. I kind of just hopped out here because I had to get my thoughts about that press conference out, out. So you know what I'm saying. I kind of did like an impromptu type deal. I didn't let nobody know nothing. This was a surprise attack right here. All right, so we're gonna end the show, man, with a moment of silence for Rondell Moore. Let me look at my schedule, bro, so I can let y'all know when I be back up in here with another episode of the Mr. Cowboy Nation Show. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Yep. Okay, cool. Be next Tuesday night. So I'll let your boy next Tuesday night, 6:30 is 6:30 is 7-ish Central Standard Time. If you are not following any of the pages, YouTube, Mr. Cowboy Nation, Let's Talk Football, Mr. Cowboy Nation, Jerome, Mr. Cowboy Nation, McNeary. Can you dig it? Either one of those. If you follow either one of those, you get a, you've been in the loop, So until next time, everybody, and we're gonna end the show with a moment of silence for Rondell Moore, and I'll catch y'all next Tuesday. Yes, sir.